Hello guys, how are you doing today? So in this video today I'm going to be sharing you how to make millions on one state slow meter. So it's quite easy to make millions, like to be a millionaire on one state. It's quite easy, and you don't necessarily have to put money on the game, although that also helps you make more millions if you want to, as if you choose to. So the first step I'm going to explain to you is make sure you grind all events. So what you need to do is as you can see, I'm currently in PD. You go back to the main menu. When you come to the main menu here, you return to main menu, and you go to events. This is the event here. You click on the event and you're going to see daily events. So when it's on weekend, I think it comes every Friday thereabouts. This weekend bonus, I do not miss them. It comes for 3 days, and on the third day you get 15 state bucks for logging in for 3 days. That's on Saturday, Sunday, and on Monday. So you claim that, you get your 15 bucks for logging in for 3 days, and you get this also logging in for 3 days. Another event currently going on, which I'm done grinding it. As you can see, I'm already at level 25. I also bought the premium, but even if you didn't buy the premium, you can also grind it. And once you're already at the highest level, you go to your event store. There's these stuff you make, the event token. You always use it to buy stuff. You can use them to buy stuff. So what I spend my event token on mostly is this epic case. You see, times 10 is already sold out. I bought everything. Then I always buy only epic case. When you buy epic case, you have more chances of winning cars. If you get lucky and you win a car like Bugatti, that's like about 40 to 50 million waiting for you. If you get lucky and win a Bugatti, I think that's the most expensive car on the rare case. But if you win other cars like the Porsche, probably about 6 million, and you're definitely going to win cars like the truck and couple other ones. Let me show you the rare case. From this epic case, you can win Bugatti, you can win the G-Wagon, you can win this R8. We call it R8. It's going for like 4 million for stock for the new one. So, and you mostly would get this car almost every time you spin that stuff. That's if you're getting any car at all. This is going for about 2 to 4 million depending on the seller or the buyer. You can also get this, but yeah, the rare case is always the best option to spend your event token on whenever you're grinding an event. And the next one will be to network with genuine people on the game. So these are people who are going to carry you along, share updates. Let's say there's a new event coming up, there's a new gang war. Let's say for example, you're in a faction, and some of your network partners are gang members. There's this stuff liquidation that comes after the next day when a gang event ends. So they fill in, and the most important stuff is they're also, like, for example, in my own part, when I newly joined the African server, I had some issues because I didn't have a car on there, and because I have very good friends on there. He did the event. I also did the event thing, but I wasn't very lucky then. And he did the event and he got some nice cars. He got G wagons and another car, and he gave me a G wagon for free. If you watch my video, you will see that. There was also a time I was trying to buy a business because I would make money from that stuff. I was trying to buy that stuff, but I needed about 10 million to add to the balance that I do have at the moment, and I didn't have it there. But because I have a good network, I have good people who I can always reach out to. And also make sure you're a genuine person, because if you're not genuine, like if you're not like helpful, others, your friends would not be helpful to you too. So yeah, I got the 10 million from my friend and I did this business. I made some profit and I sent the money back. So it's always like that. Sometimes it's 2 million. I've gotten about up to 20 million from friends before. So yeah, also make sure you network with genuine people. There are people who wouldn't even like collect the funds back. I've had people like that. I do have people like that, like, when I need stuff and I just talk to them. If they have spare money, they'll definitely give you, because you're genuine and they're also genuine. So network with people, like good people. You understand? Don't network with people who are always going to have you, buying things which you wouldn't need, especially if you're not putting money on the game. The next one would be to join a faction. As you can see, I'm a police officer. You need to join a faction. If you join a faction, you get paid every 30 minutes. You get salary for just being in a faction. So you could be in a faction, drive around. For example, if you're in if you're in the PD as police department, you do patrols, you arrest criminals. While doing that, you get reward and you also get salary paid. And the higher your rank, the higher your salary. If you're in the army, you really do not have to do a lot. If you're in the army, all you have to do is I think you watch, the base, because they are always mostly within the base. So you watch the base at all times, and when there's time for race, you stay there. The gang members come to you, you kill them, and you get paid. You get rewarded for participating in a raid. You also get salaries every 30 minutes, same as the hospital. But the hospital, if you're after making money, I don't think the HP is the best place to be, because they receive the lowest salary, and it's always noise in there. So it's up to you. If you want more freedom, you would be in the HP, because the army, you necessarily not get a lot of freedom because you're always within those four walls. But if you don't mind being in a place all day, just chatting with your friends and all that stuff, the army is the best place for you. um the next one, and also make sure, because if, for example, if you're in PD, I most times when I'm going out, I use the PD vehicle, but you can't use them for personal stuff. But yeah, just patrolling around. If I need to see someone, I just branch there. So this helps you to reduce the miles that you have on your cars, because when your cars have too much miles, like when the miles are too high, when the miles of your car are too high, you might not be able to like get a good amount when you're trying to sell it, right? I don't know if that happens to other servers, but that's how it is in the Lomita US server and the Lomita Africa. The next one will be always finish all your daily contracts. So to get your contract, you click on these three lines. You, for an example, as a faction member, you go to business. I think as a gang member too, yes, should be in business. You see these tasks, you always give them tasks. So for some of you that might ask why I have 4 tasks, is because I'm already at level 40, the highest business level. So you go to contract, and as you can see, always try to get is it this red color for your contract, because that gives you the highest money. So let's see the lowest. Okay, get paid in police, that's going to give me 1.6k. So let me change. You can change for free, and you see it's yellow now. So I'm getting 9k, 5k, 21k, 5k, 9k, all this for free, just for doing those tasks. If you're also a gang member or just a normal civilian, you're also going to get these tasks. Try to always get only red or the closest one. Gives you more money, as you can see. So moving on to the next one. Always make sure when you're trying to buy something on the game, if you're trying to buy a car, a business, or anything from someone, always verify the price, because they will tell you everyone selling their property or cars definitely want to make profit. So always make sure you confirm the price yourself. If you have a trustworthy friend, you can send a DM to them. Yo bro, please, how much is this car going for? That's your friend, bro. I'm not of trade chats here. So when I see cars here, or someone who wants to sell something, I go on Discord. I go to the trade chat on Discord, and I search for that particular store. And once I search for it and I see, okay, I think I like this, I would say how much are people offering for that car. Then sometimes I ask, what is the stage price, for an example. But it depends. The stage price doesn't really necessarily work for all cars, but most cars. So let's say the stage price for that car is going for like 20 mil. Maybe the car stock price is 10 mil, but the person wants to sell it for 20 mil. The stage price is 20 mil, and the seller wants to sell for like 30 mil. So let's say the car is all red or all gold. You consider the fact that they've spent money on those parts too, but also consider the fact that you want to make profits when you are selling, when you're buying it, and because you're going to be reselling it. So always consider those factors before purchasing cars. Make sure you know full info, so you don't go ahead and purchase cars that you would have to sell at loss. So for example, there is this car, the Rolls Royce. I'm talking about the Crate Rolls Royce. So from the last research I made, I think the Rolls Royce are going for, it depends on either the truck or the normal one. So the Rolls Royce are going for about 15 million for state price, as if you want to sell it to state, and 17 million for state price respectively. So if you buy these cars, and if you want to sell them, actually, for this, those are the stage price. But if people are selling them for as high as 150 million, 120 million, 200 million, you get a stock for about 150, 120 million. That's crazy, because if you want to sell it to states, it's going for about 15, 17 million. Look at this. Someone here wants to sell a Max RR truck. Okay, he needs it actually. I would have asked him how much, so if people can see. So yeah, so if for cars like that, I don't think cars like that are what you buy to resell, except they are stock and maybe you intend to add parts later on and resell. But always make sure you buy them at the cheapest price you can, so you don't end up buying a car which you can't sell, which makes you lose money. Add shocks to cars you plan to sell to states. Don't add shocks to your cars. Let me show you what is shock. So if you go to your garage, you go to the, okay, this is an example of a shock. You see these stuffs. When you add these stuffs to cars, it tends to reduce the car price. I don't know of other servers, but in Lomital US, this is how it is. And I think the reason is because this shocks reduces the speed of a car, according to general belief, right? So if you're going to add these stuffs to your car, make sure you've concluded that you want to sell that car to states. So if you're selling the car to states, this actually increases the amount the state price will be. If you're liquidating the car, that's what it means to sell to states. You're liquidating the car, that's you're selling it during liquidation period. One would be avoid RP relationships, especially when the other gender is not financially free. So I'm not saying like it is very, very nice to actually have a partner that you're role playing with, but when the partner you're role playing with is all about your money, babe, come and buy me this, can you, bruh, you need to, like, if you're going, if your main mission is to, like, be a millionaire and have money in your account, bro, you need to avoid people like that. I mean, I'm not saying it's not good to spend on your partner, right? But when it's affecting your financial life, right, I think you need to, like, step back a bit, because these tips I'm giving you, you can send it to your partner. Let them start implementing those tips. Both of you will be financially fair, and you can exchange gifts to each other. That would be fair, right? Best to buy cars stock. That's if you want to buy a car, make sure the car does not have parts and does not have IMAUs. So these are an example of stock cars that have never been driven and they do not have any part. You can see this car now. The mass is 000 and it does not have any part, no part, empty. So this is that's an example of a stock price. For this, you can consider this stock, but you say with parts, because it has not been driven, only low mouse. That's the, you can just say, if you want to sell this, you say low mouse. You can say I added parts already, but I haven't really drove the car around. So yeah, the best ones is, if you're going to buy a car from someone, buy the car stock new. Once they're winning from events, or I don't know, but just buy it stock, because if you buy it stock and you already have parts on your and the car, let's say the price you're buying the car for is a little bit above the state price. If you buy the car and you add parts, you can actually sell it for higher. Even if there's nobody to buy the car from you, you can still sell it back to state and you make more profits than the amount you actually bought it, right? I mean, let me explain this to you. So there's this Ferrari that I had bought for about 60 million, and I added parts and I made it all red. Actually, if you go on my page, you would see videos of the Ferrari. The Ferrari was high mouse when I bought it, which was a mistake. I didn't know about all this, most of this stuff then. So when I wanted to sell it, it was like the prices, the offers they were giving me were not very comfortable with me. So I sold it to states, and I think I sold it for about 80 million thereabouts, because I added parts all red. Those are expensive parts though. So the next one would be only buy parts on discounts or during events. So there's usually when you come to this garage side, sometimes when you go to tuning cases, there's always discounts. Currently there's no discount, but sometimes there's discount. So you buy parts when there is discounts. Before, the discounts would go throughout the day, but now it's only one discount per day. So buy parts during discounts or when there's an event. If you see these events here, let me show you one of this part that I have bought. So one sec. Open the tuning case here. Open the tuning case. So I bought 600 tuning cases, and this is what made me made about 75 million, because after spending money on those parts, I matched them together. And I was able to make 75 mil, and Also buy enough parts to add to my cars to sell, right? I was finishing the event task, and I was also increasing my car price to the states. If you watch my videos, you must have seen this stuff that I'm talking about. And also, there is one I'd like to share for you, which is off the game. You go to onestate.com daily, you claim daily rewards. If you do this, you get some rewards also from one state's website. So guys, also, when if you're a new player and you're just registering on one state, make sure to use my promo code Mr. LEET. You get reward when you newly join the game once you're at level 8 and above. As you can see, already have some people who have joined. So if you're level 8 and above, you get reward, and I also get rewarded. So also another way to make money is if you're working for one state. So aside working as a faction, you could actually be an helper. I think a moderator, but yeah, you start from an helper. So if you're an helper for one state, but you can't actually RP as an helper on the same server you have an RP account on, if that makes sense. Let's say you are role playing as Mr. LEET on this server. If I'm going to apply to be an helper, I'm not going to be added to this server. I can't work as an helper on this server because I already have a roleplay account there. So I'll be moved to another server, maybe one of the new servers, or it depends on one state. So yeah, if you're working for them, let's say you're an helper, you get paid in coins. That's this you see these states coins. These state coins, you get paid in state coins, you get promo codes so every month. So once you receive those promo codes, you can put those promo code in your RP accounts to get reward, right? And you can also use those coins to spin cars, or change names and other stuff. Helps you to make money easily. Safari, go to your Safari. Once you come to the daily rewards, once you get to your Safari, you come to your daily rewards, and you see I've been claiming my daily rewards. Just click on claim reward, and the gift has been credited to your account. It's as simple as that. And also, if you receive a promo code, let's say you're working as an helper, just come here, click on the promo code, you go to your server, you input the promo code here, and you activate it. So all right, so if you come on Discord here, you can just come here, you search for the particular car you are looking to buy or sell. You read what people are saying about the price, they want to sell it or they want to buy it for you. Read the comments, you see event rules for sale cheap, 40 million. So this person is selling event rules for 40 mil, all good. So let's say someone wants to sell, but you can see this urus actually has high miles, as you can see 2,000 miles, but that's a lot. The only way the easiest way you can sell this would be to sell to state. If you are buying this from this person, there's a low chance that you might see someone who wants to buy it from you, but it's going to be cheap because they know the mass is high already. So yeah, also I think I have some cars that I had posted and people had made offers for. Okay, so here we go. So you can look at this Cavalier Cascade that I have for sale. It's called Caddy Truck. So someone had made offer 4 million, another one 4.2. I'm still waiting. I'm actually trying to sell it for about 5 million thereabouts. So yeah, that's how you get price. You get offer. So let's say I now need the money. Let's say I need 4 million urgently. I'll just send a DM to one of them. I say, okay, yo, bro, you still interested? You still interested in the caddy? If he says yes, then boom, we have a deal. So guys, that would be all for the tutorial. Make money on one state. If you will, if you have any other tutorial you think I missed, if you have any other useful info you think I missed, or anything generally that's helped you make money on one state, make sure to drop it in the comment section so others can learn. Thank you so much for watching my video. I'll see you in the next one.